where I work at now, it's kind of crazy. And I was like, hey, where you work at? Oh, because I was just, trying to talk to him about it. He's like, oh, yeah, Bear Mountain. I saw it. I was like, holy fucking shit, dude.
Oh, we're live. Here. Oh,
That's right.
that is your microphone. Hello. This is my water, correct? Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe. Can anybody hear me? Hello?
Well, there's nobody in here yet.
Okay, cool. YouTube, we're not touching anything. Don't take us down.
Yeah, YouTube. Jesus. Take a chill pill. Oh, we got a couple people in here. What's up, everybody?
Howdy. Redonkulous.
Just here on a fine Wednesday afternoon. We actually tried to go live yesterday.
Was
It didn't work out well for us. We had a viewer report us for touching a firearm, and
Which
we never
did not do.
D-Boss and
Okay.
Dustin.
The Boss and Dustin.
What's up, guys? Yeah, we're just going to do a little update here, talk a little trash. Oh, my God. So there's 3 people in here. One is Dave, one is Dustin, and the other one is Ryan. That's funny.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, we got some more people joining here.
Wonderful. Lovely. How are y'all doing on this fine Wednesday afternoon? It's hump day. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Super fun. We will not touch anything. We will only show things. And if you report us, we will find you.
Yeah, we're going to get your IP address, and then we're going to go beat up your grandma.
Mm-hmm.
Just kidding. We'll wait for a few more people to get in here, and then we'll get started.
We're going to go steal her dentures.
We do have custom knives. We do.
Okay, Dave.
Are we allowed to touch
Can I
knives?
pick it up, Dave? Can I pick up the knife?
Probably not a good
I
idea.
know I'm not going to... I don't want to get in trouble again. Even though I didn't do anything wrong last time. So please let me know. Can I pick it up?
It's probably not a good idea.
Probably not a good idea. It's ridiculous.
For some reason, when we show a bunch of guns on the wall, all of a sudden a bunch of people jump in here. Maybe it's because of all the cool guns.
Well, we got a bunch of really cool guns. We got a bunch of new guns.
Yeah,
Show off.
got a bunch of new guns over there.
We'll talk about it here in a minute.
I'm not actually touching them, right? Okay. Let her rip. He said let her rip.
Let her.
Okay.
Okay. Not touching guns. We're not touching guns.
Here's a custom knife that we laser engraved. Penis camo.
Micro penis.
Micro penis. We got a few more people in here. Yeah, we have a bunch of other ones too. Oh, you know what? We should show off the Viking one.
Oh, the Viking one. I think Nate was targeting me in specific when he made the engraving for the micro penis knife. And I first said, how do you know? And then he said, well...
His wife sent me the measurements. Check this thing out. What is this thing called?
That is the... it's not the Roselle. That's the other one, right?
No, it is the Roselle.
Is that the Roselle? Is that what it is?
I think it is. Anyway, CRKT makes this, and it's pretty cool. And we laser engraved a Viking skull on there. Pretty neat. It's even got an edge up here for scraping.
Scrape the barnacles off your ship. Guys, it's late in the day and I'm delusional.
Stay strapped or get clapped. That's what's up, boy.
Don't get it.
Well, that's what's up.
That
Well,
is
hey
what it
everybody. Welcome in today. Couple of updates for you guys. Yesterday, if you were trying to watch us live, unfortunately, we got kicked off of YouTube for a community guidelines violation that we did not commit.
Yep.
Basically, we had a viewer report that we were touching a gun and during a live broadcast, which is not allowed, and we know better because we did it once and we got kicked off, and so we know not to do that again. Yeah, it's kind of silly that a single viewer can report us and take down our channel while it's going live to all of our other viewers just because they disagree with the fact that we are a gun store. Kind of silly.
I mean, it's kind of ridiculous.
It's very frustrating.
You would think that if someone does report something or report on the live, that would immediately give a flag to someone that's an actual real person at YouTube, not a computer or whatever the crap, and they would actually come on the live and look and see, and they would say, okay, yeah, this is bad, take it down. But for them to just let a random person go ahead and strike us, we weren't doing anything wrong. We've done a live now how many times?
Dozens.
And like, just kick it off, and then we appeal it, and you know what happens? They wait till, what was it, 11 o'clock at night, and then me and Nate get a notification, hey, your appeal was granted because you didn't do anything wrong. And I'm like, okay, cool, great, thanks for fucking nothing.
Yeah. The people who work at YouTube, or the rules or the algorithm or whatever it is that governs that, that allows somebody to falsely report us and take us down, that's so silly. I totally agree, General Salt. I mean, yeah, where's our First Amendment right? Number one. Now, I get that they have guidelines and policies. They don't want people touching guns during a live broadcast because people have committed suicide, people have committed murders, and you know, you like, I wouldn't want my son to see that. So, hey, Mr. Charles,
hey, Charles,
how are you, sir? Long time no see. Yeah, it's just been kind of a stupid rule, but the fact that just anyone could report us and get us kicked off of a live broadcast for the rest of our followers, just because they don't agree with the fact that we have guns on the wall, that's very silly, and stupid, unfair. Actually, we work really hard on our channel to bring you guys fun content, good content, and that kind of stuff just makes it so much harder to do.
But you know what?
What's up, Chuck?
We're gonna freaking do it because we don't give a damn.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, they're not going to deter us.
Because we support the Second Amendment and our First Amendment rights, and we are a shop that wants to show you guys what we do because we think it's pretty badass.
Yep.
So.
Okay, so I'm also just going to say, if you're writing anything stupid in the comments, I'm just going to go ahead and block you. That way you'll never have a chance to engage with us again. So choose your words wisely.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. Just a couple of people here we need to take care of.
You're going to get taken care of, baby.
Just hush them up a little bit.
Hush them up.
Yeah. Anyway.
Call your mama.
So who watched the debate last night?
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
It's amazing how much a person, i.e. Kamala Harris, it's amazing how much a person can talk so much and not say a damn thing.
Yeah. All those words and nothing really was said. It was a lot of back and forth insults, I thought. And unfortunately, I think Trump, he let her ruffle his feathers a little bit.
Yeah.
And I hate that.
But at the
I
same
hate that he
time,
didn't have enough composure to just let it go. But
at the same time, a lot of what he said was very factual.
Yeah.
And if you do your own research and fact check, you will also understand.
Yeah. I mean, why were they live fact checking him and not
not her? Well, it's because it was a debate on MSNBC, and we know that they are super unbiased.
Yeah.
You can't tell that was sarcasm. I'm sorry.
She is a mess. So.
Don't you like how she talked to you like you were a 4-year-old child that didn't know?
You know what? The whole thing came across to me as politician, typical lying politicians saying exactly what they think we want to hear.
Oh, but hey, now she's for gun rights, even though she said multiple times that she wanted to take our guns away. But now she's not. She said she wasn't going to do it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
pretty. That's
She wants to take
that's
our
cool.
guns away here, and then she wants to give Ukraine guns.
Yeah, and the
She wants to
Taliban.
give another country guns to defend themselves, but she thinks we should take ours away here. I don't know where she gets her logic,
Yeah,
honestly.
that makes so much sense, but not really.
Yeah, all that flip-flopping, we all see it. We all see it. We all see it. Even my mother, who is from Canada and lives there, was watching the debate last night and was saying that, you know what? Canadians don't even realize that Kamala Harris was the vice president. They don't even know that.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's. But that just goes to show what did she do while she was vice president? Name one thing.
I don't think I can answer that.
Anybody here in the comments, name one thing she did while she was vice president,
But
or is going to do in the next 2 months.
right,
Nothing.
it's just ridiculous because our gun rights are super important to us, and it's super important to us here at the shop because the Second Amendment is very, very prominent in our culture as Americans, but it's a right that is preserved to us, and it shouldn't be infringed upon or taken away. Which is why, whenever you come see us here at the shop, you bring us your gun, and you want to have something cool done to it, it doesn't matter what it is. We'll do it for you. You have to pay for it, but it's your gun. You should have the freedom to do whatever you want with it because you have the right to keep and bear arms. I think I read that somewhere.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, she did laugh annoyingly. She seemed very condescending, pretentious almost. And Ryan said last night, he got Hillary Clinton vibes from her.
I did.
And I think that's well said. We also found out this morning she was wearing earrings with headphones in them.
Yeah.
So
if you haven't seen that yet,
she was
go
being
look at that.
coached the entire time.
Which is illegal.
Hey, Rain Cloud. No, we go bareback on your mom, bitch. About to hide you from the channel, fag.
Hey, we have young viewers watching.
This is true.
Screw that guy.
Okay, serious question. I'm not anti-gun, but what do we need guns for? Won't it be safe if no one has a gun? Okay, we'll try telling a criminal that. Criminals don't obey the laws.
They don't care.
We can see that right now in California. You
can also see that now in
San
England,
Francisco.
London.
In San Francisco, on the bridge, they blocked traffic with fully automatic weapons, drum magazines, stick mags. Those are all illegal in California, and
But
they were
somehow they
robbing
have 'em.
people on their commute home from work. So I'm sorry, but no guns doesn't mean there isn't going to be crime. No guns doesn't mean there's going to be no violence. No guns means you're not going to be able to defend yourself. And that's exactly what they're trying to do right now, is make us defenseless.
Well, think about it throughout history. We didn't have guns since the beginning of time. So what happened before guns? There was swords, it was knives, it was things like that. And people still killed each other, even when they were outlawed in certain places. Like in medieval Europe, only certain people were really allowed to have weapons. But everyone had them. And the people that didn't were defenseless. And guess what happened? They were subjugated.
Yeah.
What can happen now, especially when we have guns?
Yeah, look up Mexican gun laws. They're not being abided by at all.
The cartel doesn't care about laws.
No.
The mafia don't care about laws.
Well,
Illegals.
Do we still have the mafia?
We do, kind of, yeah. Gambinos or something like that.
Gambinos.
Them Gambinos
Well,
up there.
they're on A&E now.
They're on A&E. They have a web series.
Okay, hold on. Let me let's see if I can pull I don't know if I can do it. It won't let me. Hold on. I can't add you now.
Nate's trying to do something.
Wait, hold on. Oh, I can start a poll. Let's see here. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't pull you in, Dustin.
Yeah.
I can put you in timeout. Yeah, we'll have to maybe do another joint live broadcast and talk about this together with all of our followers together.
Might be able to do it tomorrow.
Welcome to the South. Pit bulls and pew pews. That's
Pit
right.
bulls and pew-pews.
Yes, we have an AK-47. We'll show you that in just a little bit.
Yep.
Flash and I'll subscribe.
That's amazing. Everyone that's watching, if you haven't subscribed, you have to.
Yeah, you better
That was
subscribe
glorious.
after
You
that.
have to subscribe. You just
lost
made
my
Nate
mic.
flash. You just flew his mic off on the side.
All right, we're not going to show you our Vipers. Calm down. Let's see here. Subbed, my man.
There you go.
Diablo. Oh, that's
Bro,
funny.
thanks, dude.
Boy.
That is wonderful. I didn't.
PG-13. I mean, that's totally PG-13 if we look at Instagram standards.
Yeah. Have you seen Instagram? Have you seen Twitter or X or whatever it is? Yeah. There's a lot more stuff you can see on there than what Nate just showed you.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, let's get banned again for flashing.
Let's get banned again for flashing.
Oh man, that's funny. Well, yeah. So anyway, back to the topic. You know, the debate I thought was very kind of one-sided. It felt like 3-on-1, honestly.
You think there's going to be another one?
Well, she said that she wants another one, but I don't personally. I don't think it would make a difference.
I think everyone that supported Trump before the debate and supported Kamala before the debate are the same people that are going to be supporting him after the debate.
I don't think that debate changed any minds.
Moved the needle really. It really just kind of confirmed what everybody knew about both of them. So.
Yeah. What do you guys think? I mean, do you guys think that Trump was able to sway anybody, or Kamala was able to sway anybody?
Nate's gonna put up a poll, so we'll start a poll. You guys vote. We'll come back to it in a minute, but you guys vote as soon as we get the poll up, and you guys let us know what you think about it. But we do have to show you guys a few things here in the shop, because if you live nearby, and you'll probably see it in some of the new videos that we're going to be put out in the future, we might have done a cool little redesign to our showroom here, and
Yes.
we also have some new guns for the auction.
So I just started the poll. You guys can go ahead and vote if you want. Yeah, and we'll definitely give you a little tour of the shop and what we've done here recently. We kind of changed some things around, and yeah, kind of excited about it. We've got our SOT, so we're now a suppressor shop, and in a couple of weeks we'll have our silencer shop kiosk in here. Let's see. All right, we got 15 votes so far. It's definitely looking Trump.
Well,
We got,
we'll
88% to 12% right now.
we'll tally it. We'll tally it.
Yeah.
And hey, you can vote for whoever you want to vote for, because guess what? It's America. You can do that. You can vote for whoever you want to vote for. We can still make fun of you for it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I mean, most people who follow our channel will probably be more conservative because they don't want to lose their gun rights.
And if you can't tell, we're pretty pro on the second. So.
Sure. Yes, we'll show you the paint jobs here in just a second. I vote for the man boobs again. Yeah. Well, that was a one-time thing, guys. I don't think I'm ever gonna do that again.
Well, no, we can get Nate a little drunk on the live, and he probably do it again.
Well,
Or, hey, vote just in the comments. You want Nate to do it again?
no. Yeah, it's pretty clear. You know, most of our viewers here, we got 30 votes in, 87% for Trump, 13% for Harris. I think that pretty much says it. You know, last night.
I'm not flashing. Unless this specific live can get to 100 likes. 100 likes. We're at 20 right now. If you get this to 100 likes before we end it, I'll flash.
Hold on a second.
So.
Delserve says, "Why are you guys not understanding? Us liberals don't want to take your guns away. We are gun owners. We just want to have a comprehensive accountability." What are you talking about?
When you mean comprehensive accountability, how are you going to be comprehensive and accountable to the criminal? Because they don't care about comprehensive accountability. Most gun owners, most responsible gun owners, take it upon themselves to actually go and get training. They know the safety rules. They know safety with guns. They want to learn, and they teach their kids these things. Most of the mass shootings that you see, because mass shooting is being defined as like more than 2 or 3 or whatever it is. Most of
Oh,
them are
God.
in situations where it's not even supposed to be.
I can't
that.
even with you right now. Monkey Juice background checks. How about that?
You
What do you
know,
think we do?
every
What do you think
single
we do
every
when
single
somebody comes
person
in and buys a gun?
that comes in to buy a gun has to do a background check. I run a background check on everybody that buys a gun. If you are going to a gun store and they are not running a background check on you, they're doing something wrong. Now, in our state, Georgia, if you have a concealed carry license and it is current and valid, that doubles as a background check. That might not be the same for every state, but if you come to a gun store, a licensed gun store, they have to run a background check. If they do not, it's against the law. So we do have background checks.
Yes, Dell,
very
you're
comprehensive.
right. In private transactions, you don't have to run a background check. In many
You do not.
states, you just get cash and hand it over. Yeah, but here in the state of Georgia,
Dustin, why are you calling me?
you're gonna if you're selling someone a gun, and you are illegally selling that gun. For instance, you're a felon or they're a felon. If that is discovered by law enforcement, you're both going to get in trouble. Okay, you're not going to be able to escape that. Now, yes, you're right. We can't really stop that transaction, but we have the right to sell our property, and guns are property. You know, there's you could say a lot of things about private sales, but the reality is most of the people who are conducting those private sales are doing them in a legal fashion. We don't want to lose our gun rights, so we're not going to do things illegally.
Dustin really has something to say. So,
Okay.
Dustin, go ahead and talk.
We've got Dustin from D-Boss Firearms here on the phone. Go ahead, Dustin.
People fail to realize is the Second Amendment has nothing to do with John Q. Burglar. It has to do with keeping our government in check. It's about keeping our land safe from foreign invaders. What was the first thing that happened in Ukraine? The government started handing out guns. What's the first thing that's going to happen in the United States if somebody starts dropping troopers down? The gun hunters are going to town.
Yep.
There's going to be polls and bars in Wisconsin. How many Riskies you shoot today? Oh, I got 27. I got 50. It's not. It has nothing to do with. Look at how many oh my God, 10 firearms for every man, woman, and child in the entire United States. Automobiles, there's 1 car for every 5 driving adults. Then tell me why, if guns are so dangerous, that there are almost more or even equal to car deaths in the United States. Why aren't we talking about taking cars? Thousands of people die in cars. Thousands of children die from pools every year.
Yeah,
But are we
and
getting rid of pools?
Dustin,
No.
you're exactly
Gun
right.
control is about control.
You're exactly right. You know, like we want to blame the tool
But
when
not the
it's
person.
an inanimate object. You don't want to blame the person behind the tool. And we see in all these school shootings how most of the people are mentally ill. They're from bad families. They've been mistreated, you know, and then they go and commit these violent crimes. You want to blame the gun, but that's not what committed the crime. It's the person.
And we need
So-
to have people that.
Our system isn't perfect.
It's not
But
perfect.
it's the best one out there.
Yeah.
Because if you look at any dictator throughout history, the very first thing every dictator does is disarm the common man. They disarm schmucks like us so we don't have the resources to immediately fight back.
Right.
Not all of us, well, I can't, walk up into Lowe's and make a shotgun with minimal parts. I know how to make black powder. And you know what? Half the stuff you can get from the grocery store.
But the thing is,
It's people are stupid thinking we're going to take guns and the criminals are just going to go whoops-a-daisy like the gun-free zone signs that are constantly in every single place where mass shootings are. Get a clue, people. These liberal chuckleheads that are these lemmings that are like, oh, gun control is good, gun control is good. Don't realize that it's not about guns, it's about control.
Yeah.
Control is the key part
And,
of control. Take away
right.
our ability to defend ourselves, and that's it. And
Yep.
then what
Dell
happens
says,
is
do you think we really stand a chance against the SWAT team and against tanks with an AK or an AR? And the answer is, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we can. Enough of us together, we absolutely can. We can form our own militia. And that is the intent. That is the intent. It is for us to be able to band together and protect each other. You know, I would hate for you to be in a situation in a gun-free zone where someone, a criminal, has brought a gun and is committing a crime, murdering people, and then there's nothing for you that you can do about it. So you're telling me that we should just get rid of guns entirely. Let's tell the criminals to put away their guns. They're not allowed to come and play with them, right? No, but they're not going to listen. They're criminals. They're criminals. They're not going to listen. They're going to do what they have been doing, and that's continue committing crimes. No, it's not 1776. It's 2024. And look around the world. You're right. It's not 1776. It's 2024. And there's a lot of crazy stuff going on around the world. And we've got people invading countries. We've got, you know, like, it's not just Russia and Ukraine. I mean, just look at what happened with Palestine and Israel. All these Israelis who were not allowed to carry firearms, hanging out at a concert, never expected dudes with parasails to fly over the border with RPGs and AK-47s. But it happened, and people got viciously murdered, raped, and are still being held hostage. You know, and that's because they didn't have the ability to fight back. They did not have the ability to fight back. What you're saying is that let us ensure there is a chain of accountability in gun ownership. Okay, so please explain what you mean by that. You've said that several times now, but I'm not understanding what you mean by that.
The thing is, you are a free person. You are accountable for yourself and your actions. Okay? And you can only control yourself. So guess what? You should probably be able to defend yourself, because I can't control Nate more so than Nate can control the guy that just got out of the car to go eat a burger next door. You're in America. You are a free person, and we cannot control people. You have the right and you have the free will to do what you want. So if you're talking about accountability, have accountability for yourself and make sure that you can preserve and protect your own life.
Yeah.
That's my type of accountability. So if you're going to be a gun owner and be a responsible gun owner like you should be, you should know the weapon system you're going to have. You should know if it's going to be used for hunting or self-defense, and you should know the safety rules behind it. You should know its capabilities. You should be as informed as possible on using that tool, because like Nate said, it's a tool, and you should be able to use that to defend yourself or use it for its responsible purposes. These people that are doing it for all these nefarious purposes, they don't care about your accountability. They don't care about your life. If they want to do harm to you, they're going to do harm to you. So you should have the ability to protect yourself and protect your family and protect your loved ones from bad guys or foreign governments or foreign invaders. That's what it was written for back when our country was founded.
No, we don't sell guns to the police station, Del. I don't know where you live, but
No,
we don't.
They buy their own stuff.
we don't sell our guns to the police station. Yeah, we would go to a local gun store, pawn shop, or sell it privately. So I'm still not understanding what you're trying to explain.
We're reading.
Yeah.
Reading.
I don't know. I'm sorry, Del. I just I'm having trouble being able to see eye to eye with you on that, because you're not really coming from a place of logic with what you're saying.
You got to come from a point of you are your own person, and what can you control? So this is a great debate. This is a great type of situation.
And this is how there should be conversation.
You should be able to talk to
It should be
somebody about this.
respectful. It should be respectful back and forth.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That
you're
is
right.
true.
I mean, it is a complex topic. You're right. Maybe we move on a little bit. Let's. How about we've had a lot of requests to take a look at some of the guns that we have.
Well, let's
What is
take
the
a look at
oldest
the-
gun we have in the store right now?
This
It's
one?
probably either the Mosin or the
Flare gun.
the Nazi flare gun. We have a Nazi flare gun. We actually have a video on our channel where we went and tested it with some modern flares, and it worked.
This Mosin is actually from the I don't know if I can say it correctly, the Ishvek manufacturing plant in the Soviet Union. The stamp on this is 1942 or 43, made in the Soviet Union or the Russian Federation Republic, whatever. It was probably used during that time period and time frame, but that was a gift from us from Eric from Iraq Veteran 8888.
Yeah, super cool, and probably one of the guns that we will never sell here at the shop, just because it was a gift from Eric at Iraq Veteran. Yeah, so here is the wall of our guns here at the shop that we have on display, and this is really just to showcase the work that we can do on your guns. Good night, D-Boss. Thank you guys for joining. We really appreciate it. So we've got a bunch of pistol examples. We've got some shotguns, some rifles. This is one of my latest
Miami
builds
Tiger Stripe.
in Miami Tiger Stripe. The Vector is absolutely awesome. It's a lot of fun to shoot. The one we have here is in 9mm, and it literally has no recoil.
It's a tack driver.
It's a little bit heavy of a gun, but it's a lot of fun.
The weight helps with the recoil.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and then we've got some of these custom. This right here is our golf ball launcher. We built to go play golf, and we actually have some videos on the channel. Definitely go check it out. We even tested it against one of the Ballistic Dummy Labs skulls.
Golf ball goes right in there.
Yep, and it was a lot of fun. So those are the guns that we have here in the shop that belong to us, and these are our customers' guns.
Oh yeah.
So we get calls from customers asking us if they want to buy, if we want to buy their guns, and I want to buy them all, but I just don't have the budget for it. So we came up with a way to help our customers sell their guns by hosting them on an auction.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to go around the counter here and let Ryan
I get to
kind of
do my
showcase what we have. And it is a Thompson. Good eye.
Vanna White.
So let's start at the top left and just kind of work our way
All right.
down.
Working through it. So the first one we have up is a 20 gauge shotgun. This is a Western Field 20 gauge, owned by Mossberg, if you kind of are in that same kind of a family. But 20 gauge with an integral choke on the front end of it. This has been recoated. So we've got burnt orange on the receiver. We've got blue steel for the barrel. I was trying to remember. Very cool. Up on auction, going right now. Got a few bidders on it. Next one down is a side-by-side 12 gauge. This is a Stoeger Uplander Supreme. Really nice wood stock component with this guy. It's a break action, so you break it open and load those two guys in there. Really cool shotgun. Next one down, Browning A-Bolt. This thing is super cool.
And it is also really pretty. The
Really
wood on there is
pretty.
pristine.
The guy that owns this, it was his first ever gun, only one owner ever. Chambered in 22 long rifle, comes with a couple of short mags, one long mag, but it is just in pristine condition. Very cool gun. This one is a custom gun that Nate did. It's the Remington 700. This thing is chambered in 7mm 08, but Nate did a cool laser engraving on either side of the chassis. That's a Hitman theme. So Hitman Agent 47, if you've seen that or played the games, I played the games. Dope gun, really cool. And got that kind of red distress with the white barrel and some Strike Industry components. Very, very cool. This guy is new to the auction. A PSA AR pistol with some red anodized Strike Industry components. Brand new, just got thrown up on the auction this week. Let's go to the center. I'm going to try and catch my breath.
Yeah, let's do these 4 pistols.
So, pistols up top. We've got a Model 10 revolver, 38 special. This is a policeman revolver from the 1960s. Nate also redid this one. Made it look brand new again.
Yeah, we restored that one. It was all beat up
It was
and rusted.
beat up.
And maybe we'll come get a close-up
Yeah,
of
get
it,
a close-up
'cause
look on that guy. It's
It
really
looks
cool.
really cool. Yeah, we re-blued it and brought her back to life.
Yeah, it was in some rough shape after that. This guy, the Springfield XD, this is a chambered in 45 ACP. Really cool kind of design. That is a what's called a reptile camo on the slide. That, of course, Nate did here at the shop with the Vortex optic on the top end of that guy with a Surefire light. This one is super cool. If you look over here in the light on this guy, this is a Rossi revolver, chambered in 38 special. But look at that really cool like laser engraving that Nate did. It's like a scale pattern, but it's looked and painted out to look case hardened. It's really dope. Very cool. This guy's new. This is a Smith & Wesson Airweight, chambered in 38. Very cool, very lightweight. I was actually surprised about it. But that guy's new, up on the auction right now. And then the centerpiece of the auction
The Thompson.
is the Thompson 1927 model, A1. This guy it's a reproduction, so it's newly made. It's not from 1927. That'd be really dope. This is a newly made by Auto Ordnance.
Yep.
Auto Ordnance makes this guy. We have this with the case. It comes with a stick magazine and a drum magazine. But if you ever seen like any of the old movies, like The Untouchables with like Kevin Costner, you know, like any of the mafia movies, Tommy gun, dope gun.
Look at my Tommy gun.
Look at my Tommy gun. See, you see what I'm talking about? Okay. We have a short coming up with that. Next guy is an AK for everyone was asking about the AK. This is a Century Arms AK-47, German 7.62 by 39. This guy has never been shot. Brand spanking new, out of the box. And, I mean, if you're looking at AKs, Century Arms, they're kind of the ones that are pushing it right now. Never been fired. If you want to get it, it's on auction. Or if you come out of the shop, you can get it. Next, down here, we have this cluster of pistols. We got a Rock Island 1911, chambered in 45 ACP. We got a Glock 22. Good Lord. Can't talk. Chambered in 40. And then a Stoger STR 9C, chambered in 9mm. And then, of course, if you were either a Lakers fan or an LSU fan, you're probably going to have a heart attack because these are your colors. But that one's kind of dope. It's Glock 23. That's chambered in 42, right? So, very cool. Last but not least,
Let's skip this one.
if you've seen some of our lives, you know the ridiculousness that is this. If you want me to tell you about it, comment below, and Nate will tell me. The new one is this guy from Head Down Products, LLC. This was out of Dallas, Georgia. They were bought out, so this company is not in existence anymore. But this is called the Provectus. This is a 450 Bushmaster, like big game hunting gun. This thing is mean. If you've seen the ammo, it's a big round, and it's meant to take down some big game. But if you look at the rifle, it's actually really light. I can't pick it up because I'll get in trouble, and YouTube will yell at us. But look at that break, and look at the mill on the barrel. That's what really helps cut down the weight and the
This
recoil.
thing is a beast. I bet it has some pretty nasty recoil.
But it's got a really awesome grip. I would definitely put on a butt pad on the stock because that would definitely hurt. This guy.
This is one of the favorites here in the store.
The Snowflake AR.
This is called the Snowflake, and it's a customer's gun. Tell them a little bit about it, Ryan.
Well, so Spike's Tactical, if you can't really tell, they're more of a conservative company, and they like to poke fun at liberals and snowflakes. So we have a unicorn on there, but the cool part about it is if you need a safe space, we have it for you. If you want to be triggered, you can be that too. This gun is all around inclusive for all you snowflakes. But it's turnkey ready to go. It's an AR pistol setup, that SLR handrail, that cool titanium SLR comp. Got the foregrip. It's an Enforce light, right?
Enforce light.
Enforce light. The Hollow Sun with the red dot reticle. It's just it's like ready to go. You can go have fun at the range with that guy. You don't have to do anything to it. And then Nate,
Hold on.
Oh,
Somebody asked,
Hello.
What's our opinion on the Hollow Sun optic?
love it.
Hollow Sun rocks. We love Hollow Sun here at the shop. Bang for your buck. I don't think you can really get any better.
You can't.
We put Hollow Suns on everything, especially the pistols.
They work fantastically.
Yes, and the last one.
Last one, Nate, I'll let you tell about it because this is one of your oldest paint jobs that you've had in the shop.
Yes.
It's the, we call it the Swamp Monster.
We call it the Swamp Monster. This was a custom build. One of my first AR custom builds about, I don't know, maybe 15 years ago. And it's been upgraded since. Got a Rise armament trigger in there. We even turned down the flash hider so that it would fit inside the rail. It didn't actually originally fit. It was about twice as thick as it is now. We had it turned down in a lathe so that we could get it to fit. But yeah, this is a fun little build. Just a nice little AR pistol, chambered in 5.56. Awesome.
But-
hey, we appreciate you subbing, AS.
Thanks for subbing, guys. Guys, give us a sub. It helps us out tremendously. But those are all the auction guns that we have currently.
So for those of you who are just now joining, we kind of started off the broadcast talking about how we got kicked off of YouTube yesterday when we tried to do our first our live broadcast, and unfortunately, we weren't able to get back on because somebody had claimed that we were touching live firearms on a live broadcast.
We were not.
We were not, and we also know that it's not allowed to do so. It's against the policy guidelines. But it's so crazy that one YouTube viewer can report that and basically shut down our live broadcast to hundreds of people. Little upsetting. So if you guys could show us a little support and help, we'd greatly appreciate it. Go to our channel, subscribe, hit the bell notification. We're currently at 71,000 something subscribers.
71,500 and something?
Yep. And our goal is to hit 100,000 by the end of the year. YouTube assigns you a rep when you get 100,000 subscribers,
which would really help.
That would really help us out because they keep demonetizing many of our videos, and they keep flagging them for policy guideline violations when they're not actually violating the guidelines. And King, that's a great suggestion. We definitely do that. We're on YouTube, we're on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. But really, the only place that we don't get censored is on Twitter.
Yeah.
So hopefully things change a little bit here in the future. But YouTube has definitely made it a lot harder. And what's crazy is that up until this past December, we only had a few hundred subscribers. Thank you, Texas Made. Really appreciate that.
Hey, what's up, Texas?
Up until this past December, we only had a few hundred subscribers. We started making our shorts. We kind of deem them the douchebag customer shorts.
Yeah.
And really, that is what helped take us to the next level. By the end of December, we had 5,000 subscribers. By the end of March, we were at 50,000. And then we became a monetized channel. Well, as soon as we became monetized, YouTube had their eyes on us. And they started shadow banning us and not showing our videos to as many people. Where once we could post a short in the morning at 7 o'clock, and by 10 a.m. it would have 13,000 views. Now we barely get 13 views. And so we are definitely being shadow banned a little bit. But any of your help would be greatly appreciated. Share our videos with your friends. Try to get them to subscribe. Our goal is to hit 100,000 before the end of the year, and we can really only do it with your help. So
yes,
means the world. And we appreciate you guys. We want to be able to continue bringing you awesome content. And improve it. One of the things that Ryan and I say to each other all the time is that we gotta make our next video better than the last one. And we always try to do that. Maybe it doesn't work out that way. We're still kind of learning. But it's just the two of us.
Thanks,
we do
Logan.
all the recording, all the editing, and all while running a gun store at the same time. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's just me and Nate, guys.
It's a lot of work, but we really appreciate all 71,000 of you who subscribe to us. You're the reasons why we do it. So any help, any additional help you can give us, we would greatly appreciate that.
And guys, if you
Thank you, Logan.
If you have ideas about shorts or fun things that we can do here, or if you want to see like a cool build or have an idea for a cool build, we are down for suggestions because we have the ability, with the way the shop is set up, to do some pretty cool and awesome things. But, like Nate said, we're still trying to run the shop. We still got people coming in, seeing us every day, talking to us, and we got to do gun sales, and we do transfers, and Nate's doing paint work and laser engraving work. So having help on the creative side, it helps us out on our side, and then we can just take it and run with it, and we can knock it out.
Hey, Dave, why don't you come sit on my beep? You're a douchebag, bro. You're a douchebag. You're about to get, you're about to get it.
But it really helps us out, guys. We appreciate it tremendously. So, I'm excited. I'm excited for the year because, especially with the end of the year coming around, we've got a lot of cool ideas coming around the pipeline. We're trying to edit as much as we can. We're trying to get as much content down and recorded for you guys as possible because we have a lot of really fun ideas that we want to do. It just takes time.
Yeah, and in case you guys don't know, we do a bunch of main videos. We don't just do the shorts and the lives. We also have actual videos that we put together of our custom builds that we do here at the shop for customers. This is one of our vlog style videos playing behind us right now, where we went to Gun Owners of America convention over in Knoxville about a month ago.
Yeah.
And that was really cool. We got to meet a lot of cool people, and what was really surprising was we actually got recognized by some of our followers there, which was really cool.
That was really cool. We love talking to you guys. Please, if you see us out in public, come say hi to us.
Definitely.
We'll say hey to you. We'll talk to you. We can take a picture. Whatever you guys want to do. We love meeting our fans because it's you guys that allow us to do all this kind of fun stuff. So we'd love to see you guys. So if you see us out in public, come say hi. Usually you'll see me first because I'm taller.
Yes, Sawyer, we do make custom holsters. Well, we did in the past. We don't anymore. And the reason is just because we just have so much paint and laser engraving work. We don't really have time to tackle that.
Let's see.
Yeah, Hank, that's a great suggestion.
Some of our shorts are kind of in that same ballpark. Guys, our shorts are meant to be comedic and they are exaggerated to prove a point.
Yeah.
But at the base of the idea of the short, there's a lesson behind it, which is a lot of the times, don't be this person, or we're calling out other gun stores for being douchebag employees. So we try to have a lesson planted in all the shorts. So
Ryan, yes, we can. We can do custom engravings on pretty much anything.
we did do a go-kart race, and Nate won. I not a racer. More of a
Ryan
shooter.
is not a racer at all. Ryan.
I'm also a very large individual, and I don't really know how to race.
Yeah,
so.
we'll stand side by side. You know, Ryan is a bigger dude, so he has a little bit of weight on me, and that's kind of a disadvantage in go-karts. Ryan. Bullets? Yeah, I've laser engraved bullets, believe it or not.
We've done the ones where like someone's ashes are inside a bullet, and you can put the laser engraving on there.
And I also engraved 12 bullets or 11.
Yeah, for the groomsmen gifts. Yeah,
mhm.
We are in Cumming, Georgia, North Georgia.
Yes, we're in Georgia. I saw somebody ask earlier, "Hey, you guys are the guys in North Georgia, huh?" Oh yeah. I shot a bullet into the sky last week. Went out into the yard just now, and the same bullet. Don't fall. It's kind of blow my little toe. Any advice? I think you're good now.
Yeah, you should be good.
You should be good. How far from Columbus? Bro, not that far. We're only about 2 hours away.
Yeah. Now
2 hours north.
Yeah, that's if you go around Atlanta. Don't go through Atlanta. You'll never get to us. You'll be stuck there for 4 days.
Go Dogs. I'm not really a football fan.
I'm a football fan. Hook 'em horns. Longhorn, baby. We're in SEC now. And we're going to beat Georgia.
Can you shout out every bit construction? What's up, every bit construction? Shout out to you.
Now you got to subscribe.
Yeah, you got to make sure you subscribe to us now, though. Yeah, don't shoot into the sky, please. Just don't do that again. That's not really wise. Yeah, it's accurate.
Hey,
Texas made.
Illegal immigrant trying to buy a gun. Get the hell out of my store.
Believe it or not, that short we made. We haven't shadow banned you, Logan. That short that we made was actually based on a real interaction we had with a customer.
Yep.
He had come in about 2 months ago, and he wanted to buy a gun. He didn't speak any English, so we used Google Translator to communicate. And he wanted a SAR 9, so we ordered one for him. Unfortunately, when it came in and he did the paperwork and we ran his background, he got denied.
So we did not give him the gun.
So we did not give him the gun, and yeah, Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so subsequently, we told him that he could call the ATF about 3 weeks later to find out what the reason for denial was. So he came back about 4 weeks later and said that the reason he got denied was because of an unpaid fine, which Ryan and I immediately thought,
Yeah. You don't get a deny for an unpaid fine. You
yeah,
get a deny
the
because
ATF has no access
they
to
have
what
no access to
fines
that.
you have. And what kind of fine would you have?
Right.
Really?
But we were trying to give the dude the benefit of the doubt because he was very cordial. He was nice with us. So he tried to do it again. Right. So he tried to come back in and he wanted us like, hey, I paid that fine or whatever. So let's try this again.
And on that occasion, he changed his mind. He no longer wanted the SAR 9. He wanted a Glock 43X. So we ordered it for him. And when it came in, we called him. He came in and filled out the paperwork, and he got another hold put on him. And then subsequently, a few days later, he was denied as well. And so when we called him to advise him, he was very confused. He didn't understand why. We told him it could be because he checked that he was an alien and that he didn't provide his USCIS number on the form. So he said that he has all of his paperwork. He's here legally. He's good to go.
That's what he said.
And so I told him, well, bring in your paperwork. We'll try to help you.
We don't have to do that. Gun stores don't have to do that, by the way.
Gun stores don't have to do that,
We're
but
just good guys when we're trying to help.
we were trying to help
could.
the guy. And so he brings in his paperwork, and his immigration paperwork stack is 2 pages. 2 pages. And he hands it to me, and the first page is an arrest record from ICE, where he illegally tried to cross the border at a non-border checkpoint.
He was detained.
He was detained
and arrested.
and he was released the following day on our side of the border with asylum paperwork and a social security card. So he somehow made his way to Georgia, was able to get a driver's license. Oh, he also got a work permit.
Yeah.
And he's got a job, which, I guess that's kudos to him. That's great. But he did try to come into the country illegally.
And he's also not pursuing citizenship. He's just here illegally working illegally.
On asylum.
On asylum, so.
And so, we've heard about all this stuff with these Venezuelans coming in illegally.
And he was from Venezuela.
He was from Venezuela.
He wrote it down.
Unfortunately, that short was based on a real life interaction with a customer, an illegal alien who attempted to buy a gun. Obviously, he was denied because he didn't have the correct paperwork.
So what he did was he actually lied to us the first time about having a fine, and then he tried to come back in and do it again, and he didn't think he was doing anything wrong, but he was trying to pull one over on us, and because we are a responsible gun store, we followed procedure, we did the background check, it came back denied, we told him to bring in his paperwork, which we did not have to do. We could have just said, bye dude, go well and do whatever. But since he is an illegal immigrant and he tried to buy a gun, he is a prohibited person. He should not even be in a gun store because he is not allowed to do that. So,
Hank asks, what is a good slide to use for a Glock 22? I want to use my optic sight, but I don't want to grind down my slide. Any opinions? There's tons of great aftermarket slides.
Depends on how much you want to spend.
Yeah, it all depends on your budget. One of the best places to probably check right off the bat is the Glock store. They have some cheaper options than maybe some of the other manufacturers out there like Zev and such.
Yeah.
Are ex-felons denied the right to buy firearms in every state? Yes, but there are some exceptions. You can have your firearms rights restored through a petition of the.
Usually it's the probate court of your state.
Yep.
You go to that website and if it wasn't a violent crime, like say, you were speeding and you got a super speeder and, they sent you to prison because you didn't want to pay the fine or what, you got a bench warrant, whatever it is. Like say it's something like that related, You have a case where you could go and you could apply, and what you have to do an in-person interview.
Yes, and you have to have like 2 witnesses who are willing to speak on your behalf,
Right.
and write a letter.
But even then, it's not guaranteed. They don't have to
Right,
restore your
you're
rights.
basically gonna have kind of a sit-down session with a bunch of people who will decide whether or not to reinstate your right to
Right.
own a firearm. It also kind of depends on what the crime was that you committed.
Right.
Obviously, if it was a violent crime, using firearms,
You're probably not going to get that appeal. So,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
and I don't know about drugs, if any kind of drug charges would prevent
Yeah.
you.
Don't know if reckless driving or something like that.
Yeah, I think something like that,
I don't know.
like littering or some severe form of littering, got you a felony. I think you, after many years of, good behavior and such, and not committing any more crimes, you could.
But I think it's all dependent. Everything's a case-by-case basis. You can't just blanket statement for everybody.
Diablo
Every case is
says
different.
it's the superior court judge in his state. Yeah. Yeah.
So it just depends. Look it up for your state. And we know in Georgia, you can go to the county or go to the state probate court, and you can get the application and start it that way. Other states may be different. Don't know. But try to help.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Guys,
I do. He is my bouncer, so don't mess around.
Bouncer.
He will crush you. He will crush you. Yeah, Ryan actually used to be a bouncer.
I used to be a bouncer. I used to do private security, armed security, and I used to bounce. And I
Yeah.
was in the Army.
No, I don't usually get into scuffles with people. I'm friendly.
Kind of friendly. Okay, guys, any other questions you have? We're going on. We're almost at an hour.
Yeah, we've been
Any
on
other
for about
questions?
an hour. Let's see here.
I
Can
gotta-
we see the Chris Vector. Well,
and-
yeah, sure. We showed it earlier. I think you might have missed it, but here we go. The Chris Vector.
The Victor.
And just so you know, this is the polyatomic camo pattern from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, only to be achieved after completing 25 headshots with every gun in the game.
Or you could just bring yours to Nate.
Or you could just bring it to me and I'll paint it for you. But yeah, this has like 11 colors, and we added the Strike Industries handguard along with the Strike Industries dual folding brace, and it has the Hartmann MH1 optic, which has the widest viewing angle of any reflex sight out there right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool. Okay, any more questions, guys?
If you want to get an auction gun, go and sign up. Our website.
What is the gaudiest color for a gun?
The King of Camo. Probably gold.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of gold guns.
I'm a fan if it's tasteful. But if you want to look at a gold gun, go to our auction. We
Hey
have one.
Sawyer, that's a good question. We get asked that a lot. What is the best handgun for self-defense? And I always give the same answer. It really depends. Every gun is different and every person is different. So my recommendation is, if you're a first-time handgun buyer, what I recommend you do is go to your local gun store that has a range where you can rent some guns, but also take a class. Take a class so that you understand the safety fundamentals, and then they will teach you the fundamentals of shooting as well. Once you have all that down, proper grip, sight alignment, and sight picture, you're going to be able to better choose your first gun.
Right.
I talk about this a lot, that how there's an evolution to a gun owner. You might buy your first gun being budget conscious, and so you go out and maybe get a car or a Ruger LCP, and then you realize after carrying it or after shooting it at the range a few times that it just doesn't quite fit your hand right, or maybe it doesn't conceal well for you, and you need to try something else. So that's why I always recommend you go try a bunch of different guns, go hold them first before you make a decision. Don't really make a decision based on looks or how new a gun is,
Or your buddy told you this one was really, really cool.
Yeah, because it may be great for him, but it may not be great for you.
Right.
But the other most important thing is that you train with whatever it is that you have so that you become proficient with it. I carry a SIG P365. Ryan carries a Glock 19.
Yep.
He's a much bigger dude. He can get away with that. I'm not. I'm short and very chubby, so I need a small gun that I can conceal.
Guys, if you have any more questions, do them now because our receiver is about to die.
Yes. Friends and family ask, what age can you shoot at the range? I think it depends on your range, what their rules are.
I think if you're under 18, you need to have a parental guardian there with you.
Yeah, you have to have a guardian with you. Yeah. Glocks are quite bland and blocky. I agree, but they are very reliable.
Yep.
Glocks are not my favorite, but they are definitely known for going bang when they need to go bang.
Yep. Any more questions, guys?
Good deal. Well, hey guys, this was a fun live. We really appreciate your engagement and really appreciate those of you who subscribed to us during this broadcast.
And we didn't get talked down.
It means a lot, and we'll continue to bring you some fun content. We got some cool content hitting Instagram and YouTube tomorrow. We've got some gun builds and a new short to share with you guys. So be on the lookout for that. Hope you guys have a great evening. God bless you and good night.